Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream, cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, muggles.
Accidental rim job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11?
On the files from your phone.
We're recording, you know.
Yeah.
Muggins everywhere, not a drop of cream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sloss and Humphries on the road podcast, minus the Sloss, because he's got no friends. This is Kai Humphries carrying the podcast with my guest and co-host. Andrew Kissy Tulip Stanley. And I apologise to any Daniel Sloss fans that are tuning in at the podcast. Actually, you're welcome to the majority of Muggins fans.
The majority of Muggins fans. Not all of them.
The majority of Muggins fans.
The majority are Muggins fans.
That's what I was trying to say.
He's so lazy. Like, I feel like even if Sloss dies, you'll still call this the Sloss podcast.
Yeah, I'll just see if his mom's got his Twitter password so I can get it out to a wider audience.
Everybody knows his Twitter password. It's I'm amazing. That's definitely Sloss's password.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm number one.
Do you think he's got really like self-assured passwords?
Of course he does. 100%. And then
goat.
And then like 1 in 10 is like, I hope people like me.
That's one for his bank.
That's his PIN code for his card. Takes him ages to take cash out.
How can that be a PIN code for his card? Oh, like the numbers, like you know when you used to go
like an old text. Yeah. Takes him ages. Like that's why he's so glad contactless is in. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm kind of good. I've been getting cranky lately.
You've been very cranky. Is it because I'm leaving?
I think
is that why you're cranky?
You leave today, don't you?
I leave today. Yeah. It's my last day in Oz for 2 weeks. Just for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're going to Glasgow, as you mentioned.
Glasgow.
And you're going to come back and join us in Melbourne. Yeah, because you mentioned on the podcast that I haven't got much long left of being happy.
You're running out of happiness.
I'm running out of happiness. I've been such a cantankerous little fuck the last couple of days.
You have, and you're wearing odd socks.
I'm not wearing odd socks. I'm wearing one white sock and one black sock.
That's first of all, that's odd.
It's not, that's patriotic socks.
And secondly, they're inside out as well.
And thirdly,
do you know how clothes work?
Thirdly, refer to the podcast 3 podcasts ago, or the last podcast, where you're getting the Muggle corner for commenting on people's socks.
Yeah, well,
so maybe I just baited you.
I'm commenting on the socks because they're literally in front of my face.
Maybe, yeah, we're actually top and tail in bed right now. It's actually all I'm wearing.
I've got one black on, you've got one white.
So I'm just wearing Newcastle socks. I couldn't find any in a shop in Adelaide, so I just had to buy Tottenham socks and
Tottenham away socks.
And Tottenham away socks.
Do you have the what socks do you have? We've only got Spurs home and away. I'll take one of each. Thank you. I'm out of here. Harry Kane for life. Dele Alli for the win. Anyway, yes, you're very cranky.
So let's go through little things that are making me annoyed. First of all, I got paid on... Right, this is the first thing. I got paid on...
Oh my God, I thought you were going to punch down Willis last night.
For Perth. Oh, yeah. So I got paid for Perth.
Let's explain what happened. So I have an Australian bank account and you don't.
Yeah.
So you've been getting some Australian money and then I've been lodging it into my bank account and transferring it back to the UK for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very simple process. Shouldn't be difficult at all.
So we've been doing cash mostly.
Doing cash mostly, yeah. I think we've done 2, 3 maybe. So then you got paid a chunk of change from Dan Willis and he put it into my Australian bank account. And then you sent me a text with the XE.com exchange rate going, what the fuck happened to £170? And I was like, are you accusing me of stealing money?
I thought you meant to miscalculate because I didn't know if you'd sent mine and yours all in the lump and you just misjudged how much of it was yours. So that was why I was like, dude, the exchange is wrong. But that was the exchange. The exchange annoyed us, but that's
just the exchange.
That's the type of thing that happens.
That's life.
You know, you're fucking transferring with a bank.
The XE.com is always way more.
What is fucking us off is that it's 2017 and fucking it took like 2 days to get from his bank account to yours and it still hasn't gotten from yours to mine.
No.
And I'm like, we got paid 4 days ago now. And I'm still waiting for it.
But also the funny thing was
it's just so annoying that like I'm just like, but everyone's been paid. How am I finding it so hard?
But what was funny was last night was that Dan was like, we were chatting about this. We were chatting about the exchange and everything. and like losing money or whatever. And then Dan goes, "Oh yeah, that's why I just use PayPal because they don't do any of those charges." And you were like, "Why didn't you just do that to my UK account?"
Yeah, why didn't he? And then he was like, "As you said, you did it through Stanley's," and I was like, "Yeah, because you said you couldn't." Like, why would I just go? Oh, forget transferring it direct to me. Why don't we just add an extra dimension to this? It add 40
There's nothing I like
hours.
more when I'm waiting for money than other factors.
Yeah. So it's not even that I need it either. It's just that it's so annoying. Like, as I've been getting by off some of the cash I've got here.
Yeah, and you're giving hand jobs outside PJs.
Yeah, outside of BJ's.
Wristies for 50s, that's what you call it.
PJ O'Brien's.
PJ O'Brien's.
I thought you
yeah.
were saying just when I'm not giving BJ's, I'm giving hand jobs.
PJs are PJs, Wristies for 50s.
So I was just getting annoyed at the process of transaction there. There was another one where Gav, so the mortgage money comes out of my bank account, and I'd paid Gav I'd paid the mortgage, and Gav just needed to transfer me the money. And then he was like, "What's your bank details again?" And he already knew my bank details, so I just I sent them again. And then he was like, "Oh, the bank's shut. I'll send it on Monday." And I was like, "Oh, that's totally fine, but is it the 90s? Do you just want to send us a check?"
Well, didn't he say as well, the bank's shut, I don't want to go through my bank account. I was like, calm down, Pablo Escobar. You're not being tagged.
So then after I just got all cranky because when he says, "Oh, I'll pay it on Monday," and I was like, "Is it the 90s? Do you want to send a check?" And I went, "It's fine. I'll nudge you on Tuesday."
Yeah.
Because everybody that's like fucking it seems to owe us money, whether it be like people from the comedy festival,
Yeah.
people from back home, they'll give us a date and then I'll remind them 3 days later.
I always-
And I'm just constantly chasing.
I don't know what you're like.
So,
'cause I guess-
Gav then wired the money immediately. He was like, "Oh, sorry, dude."
Yeah.
Just wired it.
Because Marlene is your agent, right? So she would do a lot of follow-up payments and things like that, right?
Yeah.
She would do that. Whereas I do it myself, because obviously I don't use an agent. So I'm like, I feel weird about it. So is this weird, right? So say Glee, for example, Glee Club,
Yeah.
right? So you do a gig and then 3 weeks later, it's always in the account within 3 weeks or a check goes, one or the other, right? It's 'cause I still get paid checks because I don't have a UK account, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes what will happen is it'll go like 3 weeks and 3 days. And then I'll mail them, and the check will arrive that day, and I'll go, "Oh, if I just waited one more day."
Yeah, I'm gonna look dignified.
Yeah, and you feel like a weirdo, but
But
you're being paid for services.
It looks like you're going because this is what makes me so upset about having to push for money. It looks like you're going, "Hey, dude, I'm on my bottom dollar. Can I get paid?" But when really all you're doing is like, "I worked that 4 weeks ago, cunt."
Yeah.
Like you got paid on the door.
Yeah.
So that's what bothers us about it, is that you made it look like a fucking scrounger for your own dollar.
Exactly.
And,
What else has made you cranky?
So
Come on, spill your beans.
So this made us cranky, and I was like,
You're such a little cranky pants.
I totally snapped, and then I had to like apologise because I was rude.
You
Right.
got cranky last night as well at the gig.
Oh, no, I'm getting to that.
Oh, that's what it is.
So no, I'm getting to that next after this one. This is what made us cranky,
You're
right?
such a little cranky pants.
Just let me get this off my chest so I can go back to being happy. Hundreds of years of happiness. And that's the other thing about the money thing. You're on about like having an agent who chases it for you, so you don't have to do a lot of the chasing. You still have to do a bit of chasing to
With
get
your
it off your
agent.
agent.
Yeah.
Because what your agent wants to do is just to keep her admin to a minimum. Is wait until she's got a bunch of your gigs paid,
go in
and then
and go,
she'll
yeah.
pay in a wanna and try and like do it little and less often.
Yeah.
Right? Or big amounts and less. Right, you know what I'm saying. So like I'll just go, "Hey, I was just wondering, I haven't been paid for fucking 6 weeks for these gigs that I've done in Leeds and Brighton." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for the money off Altitude and then I'll send it through." And I'm like, "Oh, why don't you just wait for all of the work I ever do and then pay us when I die?" like why don't you just let it stack and stack and stack?
Give it to Gav.
Put it through.
Give it to Gav. You can write a check.
And I run like a couple of gigs, a punch drunk in Setlist, and I know I'm not running Setlist, but I'm the front of house and the show manager. And every gig that I run, I'm handing people cash when they get paid. So I'm just saying, a little bit of fucking balance wouldn't go amiss.
They're going.
Point number 2 that made me cranky, right, is wonderfully. So I live with Dan Willis and Kerry Marks,
Uh-huh.
and Dan Willis is his wife and daughter tip up right wonderfully for him right on his birthday, and it's just nice to have a kid running around the house, and it's been a lovely,
I've got a couple here.
It's been a lovely couple of days, but the other day. I come in and the kitchen's immaculate, right? But I keep it tidy anyway. But like Dan will come in drunk, every night, and saw bread and get peanut butter all over the place, right?
I know what
But I just kind of work around that. Like
it's not the end of the world.
He's got his own little bench, right? That he makes a mess in, and I just like I've got my little routine
with his 970 cans of Coke.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I mean, I drink a lot of Pepsi Max or Diet Coke, but my
fucking
Jesus,
storeroom. It's like
there was.
I think a lorry tipped.
Didn't I count it the other day? There was 40 cans of Diet Coke and like 8 bottles, 8 2-litre bottles. I was like, that's a lot.
Ridiculous. At the back of a lorry.
It wasn't even a party for AA.
Crash lorry. That's why they keep fizzing up in his face. AA party. So I noticed that his little station, that was a bit of a clip, it was immaculate now, right? And I was like,
right.
that's because his wife's touch.
Yeah.
This is done the thing after, right? So then I'm sat with Nick Cody and Luke Hagee at the Ashes gig in the afternoon, and Erin come up, and she was just so like smarmy about, I tidied up after you, I bet you didn't notice, but I tidied up the kitchen after you, and I bet you've just gone and made a mess again and left it. And I was just like, fucking excuse me, because I live with 2 other people, and I've been cooking and using Tupperware and everything like that, right? I wash them sometimes before I've even ate my food.
Yeah.
I'll wash the shit, right?
I wash as I go, yeah. I'm all about washing as you go, yeah.
So she come along like that, and I'm just like, I've been washing as I go, so I stopped her about that. And then what had really annoyed us about a tidy up, right, is that when I empty the dishwasher or whatever, right, I'll always put my Tupperwares, which I use every day. I fucking, you know what I'm like with my Tupperware. I have 7 meals a day. And
Mad
I'm
for
all
the
in
Tupperware.
Then because of the plastic, they never dry in the dishwasher, right? So I put them in the fucking drainer on the top, and they always go from my bag to the dishwasher to the drainer to being used, and I've got this cycle going, right?
But I mean, you don't sound psycho at all right now.
No, I think this is why you get cranky, right? It's because I've never been goal driven before.
You've never been in a routine like this.
Nobody has ever been an obstacle.
Yeah.
Because you can't be an obstacle when you're just floating around like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Like a sexy butterfly.
Stinging like a bee.
Making that sweet honey.
Floating around like a butterfly.
So I'm in the house, right, going, oh, nice, like, finally someone's tidied up Dan's crumbs, right? But then spend the next fucking ages just like hunting around for me Tupperware, and eventually found it in the cupboard with a cleaning product.
Oh my God.
Like,
in with the cleaning products.
It was just in the cupboard under
Makes
the
no
sink.
sense.
So there's like a drawer full of Tupperware, which was the Tupperware drawer in my opinion.
Tupperware drawer, that's where it goes.
So when she had that, so she come along and like done the whole like, oh, I've tidied up after you, but you've made a mess. And I was just like, fuck that, I've tidied up after myself. Like, you can come in and act like you've just come and rescued my life.
Yeah, I wasn't. I literally wasn't. It wasn't hoarders.
So then she fucking walks away, and then I turn in a fucking cantankerous little
Cranky
vexed,
guy.
Cranktankerous.
Cantankerous.
Turned to Cody and Luke, and I was just like, aye, she didn't just tidy up, she just fucking went and hid all my gear, hid me Tupperware, but losing that little fucking treasure hunt, right? But oh man, she heard us, and she come back.
She heard you?
Like when Nick and Luke had gone, she was like, I'm sorry if you couldn't find your Tupperware.
Oh no!
Oh, now I'm the twat.
Oh, you're such an idiot. Now she's recording a podcast right now going, I was just trying to help out. I didn't even mean to put stuff away. It was a little bit of a mess, so I sorted it out.
I think that happened. So like Mick Nevin moved into a flat in Perth for a couple of days, and he just, because he wanted to make sure he was like not in anyone's way, like tidies up, but then like you just end up moving your shit around, and you're like, well.
And if you say it to him, you look like a psycho.
Yeah.
Could you not tidy your shit up, please?
It was
Oh, God.
It was Nick. Kerry was just like, you know, my shaving towel. How come it ended up on the side of the sink and now it's just in the bathtub? And he was like, I don't know. Dolly must have been playing it. And he was like, well, Dolly couldn't have got it because it was hung over the top of the thing. And he was like, oh, Erin must have used it to wash Dolly. And he was like, so you're trying to say that you used my face towel to wipe your daughter's bum?
Oh. Oh, God.
And then Dan was just like, bum on that funny.
Oh, God.
He just went, fuck it, I'm not going to defend it.
Yeah, thank God he threw it in the bath then. Imagine he just hung it back up.
I said to Kerry, you should have went, hey, do you know where my arse towel's gone?
And he would have gone, I used it to shave my daughter's face.
Hey, you've got no idea where I've put my spaff rag, do you?
Yeah, you don't know where
my cum rag is, where I've been
jizz bucket is.
So, yeah, I've just been cantankerous because, the first one is
Second
just
one.
Chasing money.
Yep.
The second one is a slight disruption to your routine. That's not that person's fault. They've come along. They're more than welcome in that home.
Yep.
And they are trying their best to...
They don't even know they're doing it.
They don't know they're doing it, but they are doing a favour to me by keeping the place tidy.
Yeah, they're actually trying to They're trying to do something nice.
Yeah,
But accidentally ruining your fucking life.
Yeah, and there's me just like stamping my foot and talking loudly near her, so she has to apologise. It's been so lovely. So I've been a cunt.
So go on. And what happened last night?
So we're in the green room, and I was just I just finished set list.
Oh, I didn't even know this one. This is a new one then.
Oh, so there's another one.
I'm talking about the one with Rory.
Okay, we'll add that one as well then. So there's gonna be 4. Fucking
In one day?
enjoy this. So fucking after set list.
You should watch. I've got a friend who's doing a show. You should watch it. It's called How to Be Happy.
It's available at kaihumphries.com/shop. Download for $5.
You should watch that to make yourself cheer up.
Pretty pissed off at how happy I am. So this happened, right? I'm in a green room with Bev Killick, Kerry Marks, Steve Hughes is there. It's a fucking nice green room.
Yep.
And there's this dude who seems like a nice guy.
Who's it?
Right? He's got big hair, he plays the piano, wears a big gold suit. I mean, if you don't get him off that description, you never will. Right? So we're just like chatting away, and I wasn't really engaging too much in the conversation because I was sending some emails. I was just using the time because I was waiting for Kerry to share a taxi back.
Yeah.
I was up past my bedtime.
Yeah, gotta get
I was
yourself-
sober and just doing some things. And then just out the blue, this dude went to his. He was like, "I can understand what most people say, but you talk quite fast and you've got a strong accent. I can't understand what you say." And I was like, and I just went, "One dude, not fucking talking to you."
Yeah,
Talking to you.
I'm not talking at all. I'm actually sending emails.
I was sending emails. Oh, I'm not talking to you. But 2, this is mostly you know that. And this is the one I raised with him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say one I wasn't talking to you because that would be rude. This is probably also rude, but valid.
Well, it's okay now because Cranky man is in town.
I went, it's mostly you because I'm not going to...
Who is this? I actually don't know who this is.
He's a comedian. He must do some stuff at the Rhino Room. He was on at the Late Show the other night. Fucking top dude, nice dude. But he just hit a nerve with us when he was like, "Oh, I can't understand what you say." Because my thing is, it's mostly you. I've got an accent that I'm not going to lose just for your benefit. I'm not going to start speaking the Queen's English the whole time just so you can fucking tune your ears in.
Actually, I understood you much better there.
Oh, good. I wish he was here. So I was like, there's just like a little bit of tuning in that you've got to do, as with any accent.
Yeah.
As with any accent, you've just got to go. Like if I hear a Kiwi in New Zealand say deck when they're talking about the garden, I know they mean when they say dick instead of deck.
Yeah.
I know that when you hear dick, they don't mean cock.
No.
They mean deck. Right?
Yeah.
And just like when Eddie Alvarez was going on at Conor McGregor going, I don't know what he's saying. He's saying turd instead of third.
You're like, then you do know.
You're like, oh, so you do know. But 2, in the context, why would he mean turd?
Yeah.
He clearly means third.
Yeah.
And you know he means third. You're just like putting up this resistance. Like he said turd, he must mean turd. I don't know what he's saying. Like just go, oh, right, that's it. They dropped the H, so that's an easy thing, like an easy patch for my brain to make.
Yeah, it's
right?
it's not like you said lump when you meant to say milk.
Yeah, exactly. And even in the context of I'm going to put some lump on my cereal, probably going, oh, lump ones mean milk where he's from. So I was like, you've got to meet me halfway, dude. I'm not going to lose my accent completely, but you've got to tune in. And then I was like, it's proven that my accent works in this country because laughter is undeniable. If you're saying stuff and people are laughing, they heard it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's not all rhythm.
It's not like that. It's not like they're filling in a form saying yes or no whether they heard it.
Yeah,
They're having
yeah.
a knee-jerk reaction to what you say.
Yeah.
So, and this
Also,
is
if you're a
not
very
just here.
if you're a very successful comedian, you've met loads of people. You've heard loads of accents. Your accent is not the strongest one I've ever heard. You know what I mean? There's definitely Scottish accents that are stronger than yours over at this festival right now.
It's not so much the accent. It's like you say the use of words, like saying I dinna ken in Scottish. You have to know that means I don't know. Or I divin na in Geordie. But if I say I don't know, it's still, whether I've got an accent or not, it's still the words.
Yeah.
So I just mentioned to him that if you can't understand my accent, it's down to him.
Yeah.
It ain't me. Right? And then he just went, oh, sorry, I've only got the use of one ear. And I went, well, use that one.
Yeah, well then you shouldn't understand anybody's accent.
So that made us unnecessarily cranky.
And then...
Well, yeah. Also, there's 2 things with Rory Lowe that I got us like...
Oh, there's 2? I didn't know there's 2.
We'll do this as 4.1 and 4.2. So are you talking about the one where...
The cake hood, yeah.
So I'm doing a gig last night on... so PJ O'Brien's is like an enclosed balcony, so you're like outdoors but indoors. It's like you're on a balcony, but it's got a roof.
Yeah.
It's got high barriers.
Like a smoking area.
So it's like a smoking area. You feel like you're outdoors, but it's got the enclosed space feeling of indoors.
Yeah.
It's like a room with lots of open windows.
I think they've got it. I'm starting to not understand your accent again.
So I'm doing the gig there, and I'm like fucking getting on to my last routine before I hit my time. And it's like quite a tight schedule. You can't you can't overrun
4
this
acts
gig.
doing 10, 12s, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really be like they're doing more than you a lot of time. So fucking I'm on a balcony that's mostly full, apart from to the far left. There's a bit of space where it would be a few extra seats in or some standing area if it was completely rammed.
Yep.
Right, and I see like a commotion going on there as I'm doing my last routine, to the point that everybody like stretches their neck to see what the commotion is. And from stage, and from the audience's point of view, it looked like a fight was breaking out. It seemed like a fight, but when I looked up, I saw your check shirt, and I was like, oh, it's just the comics. So my instant thing would be to commentate on what was happening, find out what's going on, settle it, and then get back to my jokes. But because I didn't want to look like the dick going, hey, other comedians, who's the other comedians making a noise during my set?
Comedians, you shouldn't be comedianing when I'm comedianing.
They just get all fucking pissy with you for making a noise. I just fucking raise my eyebrows and kind of like, go, oh, they're just being dicks. And then carry on with my routine, but the momentum was all gone, and I kind of just fizzled out my set.
And you're already in the final section.
Final section, which relied on a bit of a callback to something I said earlier, which like got this head. So like, from what was in all purposes a great gig, just ended up on just like a bit of a meh at the end. And whereas I would normally have just put another routine on the end, I couldn't do that because we were getting to the clock, so I just had to go, oh well, that's my big closer. And then when I come off, it was Rory.
Yeah, because he said it to me. You were like, what the fuck was that?
Fuck that, dude.
So what happened was, he came in, he was hammered, like 8 in the day, 8:30 I suppose, 9, whatever. He came in, and so you'd gotten a birthday cake for Dan Willis.
Yeah.
And Alice, one of the bar girls there, she'd had a slice on her plate. And she went inside, so I picked up her plate as if like, oh, I'm going to eat this, you know. But then when Rory walked in, he thought it was my cake, so he just grabbed it in his fist and mushed it in his hand, and then tried to put his hand all over my shirt. And I was like, I have 2 more gigs to do. You absolute asshole. What are you... So I was trying to I was like stopping him.
And you know what else is fucked about this? This wasn't no supermarket cake.
No.
This is one that got specially made, like fucking gourmet. Like,
This was like a
patisserie? Cakery?
Boulangerie.
Boulangerie.
Like a $60 cake or something like that. And he properly then... Like, it was about that 30 seconds, I had to like hold him as he was trying to ram it onto my face and all over my shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not how I want my last night to go.
So I come off and you said that, and he was about to get called on stage.
He was on then, yeah, he was on it.
But just before you got called on stage, he called me and he was like, well, what date am I doing set list? And this, I'm going to say, is no exaggeration, the 10th day in a row that he's asked me when he's doing set list.
Yeah.
And for the 10th day in a row, I told him, I'm not fucking booking it. I book it in Edinburgh, but I don't book it here. I've been show managing it, I've been hosting it, I haven't got the booking shit.
It's Fred.
And I'm just, I fucking grabbed him by both sides of the head, and I went, honestly, mate, don't make us fucking tell you again, I'm not booking set list. Just fucking grabbed him by the face. Hopefully that'll get it through him. Nice enough kid as well.
He's sound enough. He's just a little bit excited.
He was hammered last night as well.
He was hammered.
This part of him as well, like he was just being drunk, and I'm just the sober guy.
You're completely sober. But he was out of his bracket.
Yeah, he's just having a great festival.
He's having a great festival.
He's having a fucking good time.
Doesn't care. He was DJing and producers last night.
Yeah, you'll never play set list, I'll tell you that.
He'll never get any more cake.
Nah, he will. He'll be good at it.
But you know the worst thing about it was, well, not the worst thing, but like when he grabbed the cake, I put the plate down, and then I went in to like wash my hands or whatever, and when I came out, Alice was about to eat the cake, and I was like, no, I'll get you another slice.
It's been on the floor.
And she was like, oh, well, it hadn't even been on the floor. He just smushed it and put it back on the plate.
Been in his hands.
So it had been in his hands, but it was like it was a chocolate cake.
And I mean, God knows where they've been. Itching his bum.
Butter.
It's hard to tell what's cake and what's poo after Rory's hand's been on it.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
So I'm glad I got that off my chest, Dr. Phil.
You feeling better now?
Yeah, I feel great.
Dr. Phil, how did that make you feel?
I feel absolutely liberated now.
Finally.
Have you got anything you want to get off your chest?
No, I'm very happy.
You're doing what? Because you're leaving Australia to go to Glasgow?
Because I'm leaving Australia to go to Glasgow. Get a nice bit of wind chill. Get some use out of my winter coat.
So are you just going to be in Glasgow for the full 2 weeks?
No, so I fly home today. I land tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and I'm in Glasgow Wednesday and Friday. I'm in Edinburgh Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Ah, sweet. So you're going to hang around with Gareth War?
Yeah, I'll be. Was doing my show with me Wednesday. Gareth Waugh and Mark Nelson are both doing my show. They're opening for me, and then drawing the show.
Have you seen? Because I went just to cover that as well. Drawing his show means that when he's doing his show, and a lot of it's improvised, he always has an artist who isn't especially an artist.
Yeah.
It's just someone that could maybe...
It's more important that they're a comic.
Yeah, and they draw like a kind of roadmap of your gig using illustrations.
They do minutes through illustrations.
Yeah.
It's way more
Do you
fun.
put that online so that people can go on your website?
Yeah, I'm going to start to. And then in Edinburgh this year, I'm going to have a separate Twitter account for it.
Right.
And have hashtag like road comedian.
So, we got this what brought to mind. Gareth Waugh, we mentioned Gareth Waugh. Someone created an Instagram of Muggins and Cream.
Right.
And it's just pictures of me and Daniel. And it's like a fanboy, fangirl type account with heart emojis in the...
I'm going to look at this right now as you tell me. Go on.
Yeah, and I just instantly thought it was Gareth Waugh.
You think so?
I think it's just a listener, so thank you whoever's done it. Bit creepy, bit weird, bit muggly.
What's it called? Muggins and Cream?
It made me laugh. What made me laugh the most about it is that it comes up as they've done that tile thing, where you post 9 pictures in a row and it makes one big picture on your feed.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? You're going to see it in a minute.
It's called like 9. Yeah, it's 9 of the best or something like that.
9 of the best.
It's an app that does it. Yeah.
So they've taken a photo of me from my 2013 poster where I'm butt naked apart from a disco ball. I'm just wearing a disco ball on my cock, and they posted 9 pictures of that, so it makes the full picture.
Oh yeah.
But it comes up on your feed as just like various body parts of me. Like, there's an arm, there's a neck.
Kind of together.
It's distorted on your phone.
Yeah.
Weird. You need to update your app, maybe. So anyway, check. What's the Instagram handle called?
Muggins and Cream.
Muggins and Cream. But the photos they've put on aren't like photos that like we've posted on Facebook. They're like obscure photos sometimes that have been put on Twitter. So I guess they went through the media on Twitter. It's me and Natalie.
One of you and Natalie from 5 hours ago. One of you wearing a suit. Were you in court that day? Hey-oh. That's so weird. Nick Cody gets a mention.
Oh, there's Cody. Yes, so go check it out. But they went through and like there was one picture where it's just me on a train that I couldn't even remember being taken, and it's just the one that I like, because I wouldn't post a picture of myself on a train just as a like, hey, this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But it was in a conversation, like I'm on my way.
What?
So like when you're tweeting someone.
Yeah, but I mean
so you would go like at Andrew Stanley. I'm on my way to Brighton. Here's a picture of me on the train, just fucking looking happy with a scenery out the window. So it's like that, but they've took it off there.
So these are just really random pictures.
So they're just pulling random pictures that you figure out even on the internet.
And so, like, do you think we should try and find out who it is?
I think I know who it is. There's a Twitterer called Hannah Loft. So shout out to Hannah Loft because she tweets quite a bit just about the podcast and she's enjoying it. And then it seems to be written in the same vibe as the shit on her Twitter bio. Okay. So she's just got us a little...
Hannah Loftus or Hannah Loft?
I don't know. Loftus, is it?
I don't know. Anyway, that's cool. I think it's good.
And on top of that...
Uh-oh.
This is the next level shit. So we've got the Instagram handle made, but fucking super shout out to the biggest muggle of them all, the fucking Queen Bee of Muggles, Rich Massara, has made a website, an actual website called Mugglepedia.
Oh, I saw that.
So people can
That's
actually
fantastic.
muggle it up on Mugglepedia.
It's so good.
And it's got a Twitter handle, which is Mugglepedia.
Yeah.
And he's put in every single Muggle thing that's been cited, confirmed, denied, who confirmed it, who denied it. If there's been a stipulation added, he's got the stipulation in
Amazing.
brackets with the person who added it is in brackets. And you had when you put the Muggle Corner stuff in, you had you as Stanley, and someone commented on the post of it on Facebook saying, oh, why is it down as Stanley and not Kissy Tulips? And Rich Massaro went back and edited everything to Kissy Tulips because of Kissgate 2017.
Mugglepedia, how do you spell it? I'm going to look it up now.
Muglip, drop the E from Muggle.
Yeah.
Muggle, no, without the E.
Muggleopedia.
Apedia?
Or Apedia.
Apedia?
Muggle Corner. Oh, it's at Muggle Corner. At Muggle Corner.
Yeah, but the website.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's a website. I haven't even seen the website yet. It's amazing.
Speaking of Muggles, right, let's do some Muggles now.
Let's do some Muggles.
Because we always go in too late and overrun or end up dropping some. So before we go into Muggle Corner, and I mean, people are confused now. If this is the first time listening, we're talking about Mugglepedia. Let's get everyone up to speed. It's on you. You're the guest.
So Q for the Airplane, actually, I'm just looking here on the website. Q for the Airplane was the first ever Muggle Corner.
Was that the first ever one?
First ever one.
And it really
And that was
is.
the one I said in the first episode as well.
So that was, because when I said it, there's a repeat here.
Yeah.
So queuing for the aeroplane, Sam Wilson, who was on the podcast, a band of Sam, who was on the podcast a few episodes ago, he actually gave me insight of why people do that, or why you would do that.
Go on.
He goes on the flight, so he's got all his sound technician equipment, being a fucking musician.
Yeah.
And he says, like, sometimes I've got like $5,000 worth of gear in my bag.
Yeah, okay.
In my hand luggage.
I'll agree with that as a stipulation.
And
but
he's like,
I'm sorry.
I want it nearby.
Yeah.
But I don't look at that queue and think, there's a bunch of people with $5,000
Exactly,
worth of
yeah.
clothes.
It's a €7 Ryanair flight.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So he must get even more pissed off by the muggles in the queue.
Yeah. So that must annoy him even more.
By the fact that, like, he needs to queue and everybody else that doesn't need to queue is also queuing.
Yeah.
So muggles.
Muggles.
In Harry Potter's world, muggles are people that lack magic. In our world, muggles are people who lack magic.
Yeah.
You know, if you lack that spark of creativity, of uniqueness, of individuality, and you just join the herd, and you just go along with what's cool, and what's a fad, and what's in, and you've got fucking quotes like, dance like no one's watching as your mantra, if you fucking wear t-shirts with slogans on that you think are funny, but they just make you look like a muggle, then you're a muggle. And every week we put 3 each in the Muggle corner. We debate them, we confirm or deny whether that makes you a Muggle. And hey, if
I think we've been very much on form recently as well.
Yeah, and everything's been getting
A lot of
through
confirmations going straight in. A couple
However,
of stipulations here and there,
we're
but
going to get everybody, and we're getting ourselves. Everybody gets caught being Muggle eaten from time to time. Here we go.
do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Muggles wear bike helmets even when they're not on their bike.
Hey. Are you just trying to put me in the corner for this one?
Straight in the corner.
Look, I like to text while I walk. All right.
Straight in the corner.
I like to
Get
text
in that
while I walk.
corner. And you don't even have to be careful in there because if you hit your head, you've got your
I
helmet on.
can't get right in the corner and get in the other corner. I'm kept out by an inch or two. But sometimes when you're carrying your things, it just rests so neatly on your head.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
There's no excuse, but I do still. And sometimes I'll go, I've got my bike helmet on and I've got my headphones underneath it because I like to put them underneath and then clip the chin strap because it keeps them in, right? And then I go to unlock my bike and I'm like, I've left my bottle upstairs. What am I going to take my helmet off? Or am I just going to strut through the bar through all the people who are having a good night out on a Saturday at like 12 midnight and just strut through the bar with my cycle helmet on up the stairs?
Like an absolute psycho.
I don't give a fuck.
Muggle. I'm not even going upstairs to the bar. I'm going up to get in the corner.
I don't even look. I look proper special. I look fucking well.
Is it true you only have a bike helmet to keep your headphones in?
You know what the worst thing is as well? I wear it all the time. I've never used it yet. What a waste of money.
What?
I've never used my bike helmet. I've had it on.
What a waste. Such a waste, yeah.
Like, I want to come off at least once on my trip.
Run
Just
into the wall.
Just go, fucking thank God I spent
Thank God you had
$50
this.
on that.
Yeah. Maybe you're just really prepped. That's what it is. You're
Yeah.
just nervous about walking.
Wear knee pads as well.
Don't even give
Wrist guards.
Don't even give blowjobs.
I,
Or wristies. That's when you're doing your wristies for 50s.
do you want to know a little fact about me?
Go on.
I used to wear wrist pads for rollerblading
Oh my God.
when we inline skates.
There's 11 things wrong with
Luminous
that
green wheels.
Luminous green wheels.
I never wore a helmet.
You're not a loser.
Not a muggle.
Not a muggle. There you go. Straight in the corner. Boom. Shots fired.
All right, I'll stand in the corner for that.
Go ahead.
I hope I'm not alone. I hope there's other people out there that have fucking already got... They're listening to the podcast on the commute to work, right? How far are we into the podcast? We are 33 minutes. You've got a 30-minute cycle to work. So you press play on the podcast. Your earphones are kept in nicely by your chin strap. You cycle there. You're just having a nice time. You get off your bike. You lock it. You grab your fucking lunchbox.
Lunchbox?
In your bag. And you carry a bag that's been hanging off the handlebars, right? And you are walking towards the office right now. And then we just put you in the corner for having a muggle hat on.
And then I hope they actually walk into the corner.
Yeah.
I hope right now they're walking
walk in
towards...
with it, mate.
Oh.
Walk into the corner with your eyes closed.
I hope they walk... Don't worry.
You've never been safer in the corner. All right, My nomination for Muggle Corner is anybody who hears where you're from and does the generic impression. Hears you from Newcastle and says, where I man. Hears you from Ireland and says, diddly dee, potatoes.
Straight in. Top of the morning. That's the one I always
Top
get.
of the morning.
Oh
there.
my God.
Put wood in Thole. Oh, he's from Yorkshire. Put wood in Thole. Oh, he's from Australia. Haven't put another shrimp on the barbie.
Yep.
Fuck every one of those Muggle cons.
Straight in.
Like,
Straight in.
it happens so much on stage when I don't know if it happens to you, but when I come on and
I get potato in England.
Someone in the
Because it's from, what's that show? That, what's it?
fucking Keith Mellon.
Yeah, the Keith Lemon one, yeah. And when he started that, I literally will walk on stage, and it'll happen one every 10 gigs, I'd say, in the UK. That's when I
Really?
go, potato.
Anybody that fucking... This is a separate Muggle Corner. But we could just put a bonus one in.
Yeah.
But anybody that quotes Keith Lemon, anyone that fucking starts blusting fucking Craig David out. What was the last one with Craig David? Avid Marion?
Yeah, Craig David, yeah.
Did you just shout Craig David?
Yeah, Craig David. That's what it was.
Oh, if that tickles your fucking pickle. If that tickles your pickle, you've got a Muggle core.
Yeah, you've
got a Muggle core. If you think by reciting that thing that made you laugh is going to make other people laugh, it just makes them squirm.
Pickly, tickly. Straight in.
Straight in. But yeah, if you do, because I get it where, like, I've even get to the point where if someone says where I'm at, I'll sarcastically go, oh God, I thought I was home for a second. Oh, thanks for bringing us to Newcastle for a brief moment in time.
For a brief moment. Thanks for making me introduce me to Anton Deck straight away.
The worst thing is, in Newcastle as well, I'm sure Irish people don't say tiddly dee potatoes, but in Newcastle, people don't actually say where I man. We'll say where I.
It comes from...
We'll say man after a lot of things.
It comes from Biker Grove. That's where people get it from.
Man?
Yeah.
And I think maybe because it got so used, it got flushed out.
Yeah.
And people are conscious not to say where I man now.
Yeah.
But I can't say I've ever heard a Geordie say where I man.
We do say top of the morning in Ireland.
Top of the morning.
No matter what time of the day it is.
Yeah.
It's actually a prayer before dinner.
You know what we say? Top of the morning. Top of the morning to our Lord in heaven. Good morning. Have a nice breakfast.
Morning, J-Dog.
We say way near way more than we say where I'm on.
What is it? Why now?
Way near.
Which would be why not?
Well, no. Well, no.
Well, no.
Way near, but it would be like in shock where you kind of like, did you hear I got beaten 9-0 off Sloss and FIFA? I think I'm way near. Like,
I did hear about that.
I sent him a card.
You had to do a Facebook post.
It wasn't if he was beyond Facebook. I had to send him a moon pig. I sent him a moon pig, right? So it was a Facebook apology rule. I don't know if it was 9-0 or 8-0, whatever the apology rule is for sending a moon pig card. It was that. If you don't know what the apology rules are, it's like, what if you get beat 4-0?
If you get beaten by 5 goals or more.
Yeah, you have to make a Facebook apology. There's one of them, like if Gary Neville scores past you, you have to go to bed. But
Yeah.
I don't, no, was it Gary Neville?
I don't know the exact one.
Because that would have been a while ago if it was. So there's loads of different rules where you have to, but one of them's a moon pig apology card. So Sloss absolutely fucking tanked us on FIFA and I sent him an apology card. But way back I had a bit of a health scare. I had the bloodiest shit known to man.
Oh God.
It was a bloodbath, but it turned out I just needed to cut my fingernails. I was fine. I just sent a moon pig apology card with a picture of me bloody poo.
Oh. That's so horrific.
It's really bad. But what would Scottish be? Ochai the new.
Okay, the new tossing the caber.
Like anything like that. If you just have the compulsion to blurt that noise towards someone from that place.
Yep.
What would you say to someone from Liverpool? They would actually do that from Liverpool.
No, from Liverpool it'd be calm down.
Yeah. I want to look like Gerard. He's got the look. I want 6 McChicken nuggets and a crunchy McFlurry.
I smashed the gig.
Is that Adam Rowe? Show me Adam Rowe. This guy was comic Adam Rowe.
Good guy. Yeah.
So that's
straight in.
That's straight in the corner.
Straight in, definitely. All right, here we go. Muggles don't like folding the corners of pages on books. You know, people are like, "Oh, don't fold it. I don't want to fold the corner."
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You want to save it for posterity?
Do you know what?
Sorry, do you own 2 libraries? What are you talking about? Fold the fucking page.
I've got I've got this really thing about like I'll throw my books around, I'll bend the spine, I'll fold the corners, and even ones that have had.
Well, that's because yours are audiobooks.
My phone's fucked.
Your Kindle's wrecked.
Do I listen to
Your Kindle's in bits.
fucking battered me Kindle all over?
Folded the corner of my
broke the
Kindle.
spine of my Kindle. So even ones that like mean a lot to us that I want to keep forever, and by the mean a lot to us I mean someone's like gifted
Given
them
you,
to us
yeah.
and wrote in the spine.
Yeah.
Not wrote in the spine. That'd be weird.
In the cover.
In the inside cover. They're one of my favourite gifts, by the way. Is if someone buys us a book that they've read and think I like, and write something in the thing. Love that, but that doesn't make us go, I want to keep this pristine.
Yeah.
Like I think there's something really charming about a book that looks like it's been read.
Exactly. Yeah, being battered, notes on the side, things like that. Yeah. It's a ridiculous thing. You're just like, it's like, what are you going to do? You're making sure it's in good condition for when you resell it?
Yeah.
You want to get down to the charity shop?
However, Natalie's dad, whether this gets him in the Muggle corner, whether this acts as a stipulation, but he's got a room in his house that's pretty much a library, right? And he's got all these books from the same kind of. I wish I knew what they're called, but you know when they're in the binders and they go in the box.
Yeah.
And so you'll have everything from Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie, like fucking.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the old school books.
They're all in the same style.
The Penguin Classics.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And they come in like a little box.
Yeah, so that's fair enough because that's a collection. So that's different.
He's got his collection, and he's like, "Oh, feel free to read any of the books." Like he lets us know that you're allowed to touch them.
Yeah.
Feel free to read any of them.
Yeah.
But I don't want any of them to leave the room.
Yeah.
If that's all right.
But that's fair enough. That's like collecting
maintaining
old
the collection.
vinyl
Yeah.
and not playing the vinyl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to scratch them or whatever. That's fine. But this is like, I'm talking about just normal books.
Yeah.
Like the latest John Grisham.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fold that down. Don't fold that down. I mean, I don't want to ruin it.
There's not many copies of Da Vinci Code kicking around. Look after this one.
You know, it's funny. I literally picked up the Da Vinci Code an hour ago to read on my fly home. Because I've never read it. That was weird.
Really?
Swear to God.
I like it. I like his books, Dan Brown books.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And people get snobby about them. I'm reading the Christopher Brookmeyer at the minute. I'm reading It's All Fun and Games Until Someone Loses an Eye.
What was that one we both...
I'm trying to date it though, you know when you're reading a book and you don't know when it was published.
Yeah.
And I was trying to date it. I was like, when is this set? And I think I mentioned Henrik Larsson and Celtic, but I couldn't remember if they mentioned past tense. But when was Larsson playing at Celtic?
Larsson was like mid-90s?
Yeah, I think it might be a 90s book, but I didn't realise.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. It might have been a
What was that one we...
I was saying that there's been mobile phones...
Since 94, 95?
In it. I think... I hate that when you don't know the age of a book and you're trying to use the words in it.
The background of it, yeah. What was the book we... remember the book both of us read? You recommended it, actually. Ready Player One.
Oh, it's so good.
Fantastic book. Really,
Such
really
a good book. Ernest Cline.
Yeah. Amazing book.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
It's set in the future, but it's about the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all computer games.
Really cool. Really good book.
Take this recommendation down. If you listen to the podcast, you like reading books, Ernest Cline, Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
And everybody I've recommended to do, right, is love that book, whether it be like Sloss's mom loves it, and then...
or a racist.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, generation-wise.
No, I know,
But then, like, younger people, like, have loved it. Jared Christmas got on it with, he fucking...
That's great. Really, really good book.
Yeah.
So anyway, pages folding in the corner. Get in there.
I think so. I think if
you don't fold the corner of your pages, then you don't go in the corner.
Yeah, some people are quite obsessed about stuff. I think I'm going to make some exceptions with comic books. I feel.
Yeah, look, if there's stuff like graphic novels, things like that,
if it's not going in your collection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a bunch of like books that are quite battered because you travel around, they're in and out your bag, and you look at them and they're all over the shop, and I think they look much better than
way better. That's the way they should be. They're there to be read.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Get in the corner.
You corner, non-corner, folding corner cunts.
I've got here football fans that get aggressive if their players get insulted by a rival fan or whatever. Like they get affronted by if someone goes, "You're Liverpool, right?"
Yeah.
If I just go, "Oh, Stiggen Bjornby's shit."
What? That's such a niche one. The finest left back to ever play. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but if you got is he fuck?
Yeah,
The minute you go, "Oh, I have to defend him like he's called my child fat."
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Because some people get so.
Now, are you talking about if they insult him for not insulting his football, but insulting just an insult, like
Just
a
in
genuine
general,
insult.
whether it's about his football, whether it's about anything, but they feel like they've got to defend him like it's family.
Yeah.
And I'm not all about like even slagging off your team if you get that bothered. You go, well, that's your prerogative. You can dislike my team if you want.
Yeah.
Right. I couldn't get angry about that. I see that people do, but if people get like they have to defend the honour of one of their heroes.
Yeah. I remember I was out watching a Liverpool Arsenal game. God, this is years ago. This is like probably I want to say 2002 maybe. So 15 years ago. We were in a pub, me and my mate Derek. We're sitting. It was like an early morning game, and it was when Liverpool and Arsenal were kind of. They had loads of those cup finals and everything over a certain period of time. So they were really there was like 6 games between them every season, you know.
Yeah.
And somebody went down. I think an Arsenal player, Henry, I think it might have been, went down in the box and he very clearly dived, right, and won a penalty, right, or won a penalty free or something like that. And there was like me and Derek, and we were in this bar. It was a bit of a rough bar, and so it was all messing. Like you're screaming at Arsenal fans, they're screaming, and then. When they showed the replay and Henry had very clearly dived, I was like, you see, fucking diving bastards, you cheating Arsenal, fucking some guy goes, I'm not a fucking cheat. And I was like, I'm not, we're just joking. And Derek was like, we have to go. We literally have to leave we have to leave the pub. He started going, I'm not a cheating fucker. And I was like, oh no, you're not. This is not what you're talking about.
The level of ego to make that about you personally as an individual.
It was amazing. I think it was Stefan Honcho had tackled Henry and Henry had gone down.
You know what though? I feel like I'm missing out on a level of enjoyment with football by not getting that emotionally invested in it. People seem to enjoy it a lot more when they're not invested. Like this is one of the fucking finest like bits of fan action I've ever seen. Watching the Newcastle Sunderland derby last season in the relegation battle for us.
Yeah.
It was 1-1 that game, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And can you remember Mitrovic got knocked out?
Yeah.
And he was unconscious in the box. And Rafa subbed him off while he was unconscious, but when he came round he didn't realise he'd been subbed off.
Oh really?
So he's trying to get back on the pitch. He's a little bit dazed and confused with the fucking concussion and everything, and he's trying to get back on the pitch, and there's just a bit of commotion in the TVs on that, and a Newcastle fan stood up and just went, think about your health. I was so tempted to stand up and go, are you even insured?
Yeah. Okay, sit down before you fall down.
Who's going to do the school run? You're not be able to drive vehicles after a concussion.
Yeah. Take the day off work. Take 2 days. Get yourself back.
Think about your health.
Think about your health.
But like, how emotionally invested? Like, you know, if you, that man who shouted "think about your health" to Mitrovic, right?
Yeah.
If you just whisper to him, "Oh, Mitrovic is a prick. Doesn't pay his taxes."
Doesn't pay that. Yeah, exactly.
This guy gone, what did you say about him?
What?
About his fucking taxes, his health.
Don't speak about him like that when he's nearly dead.
Yeah.
Don't speak when he's in this ill health.
I hope he's got a good phone plan. Don't want him to get ripped off on his minutes.
Josh Pugh was telling me that Josh Pugh used to play rugby. Josh Pugh is an English Comedian of the Year who's over here at the moment. He was telling me he was playing a rugby game one day and he got tackled so hard by a guy that in the dressing room afterwards he was like, so what are these lads like today who we're up against? Like he thought it was before the game, and he was still there covered in mud, like head to toe, played the whole game.
But just like
concussion.
His life had just reset him back to failure.
Yeah, he just couldn't remember anything.
And he just slipped back.
And he was sitting there and he was like, lads, what do you think these guys are going to be like today? Do you think they're a good outfit or whatever? And the lads were all looking at him like, we need a doctor in here, I think.
It's so confusing, man. I've been, I don't know if I was fully out. I definitely like had a bit of a blackout, but I kind of came around, stood up. But I had a car crash and I hit the driver's side window with my face, with my head. Jesus. And just put the window out with my head. And,
did you have your helmet on, did you?
Luckily for me, my headphones didn't even come out.
The music didn't even stop playing. I was listening to my old school vinyl with the corner folded down.
Didn't even stop driving. Didn't even hit anything. Just did it because I wanted to.
I wanted a bit of fresh air.
So I fucking like I ended up getting like hit on the side of the car, put my head through the window, and then like I kind of come around, and this is like my fucking vague floaty memory of coming round, right? I had a towel pressed to my head and it turned out one of the neighbours had come out, so I was bleeding. My ear was hanging off a bit. I got my ear like a couple of stitches back on, and I had this like tea towel just pressed against my head to stem the bleeding, waiting for the paramedics. And then I just turned to the woman who had given us the towel and I went, "Has it been Christmas yet?" It was the 27th of December.
Oh my god.
And I asked the wife who sorted me head out if it had been Christmas Day.
Jesus.
It's fucking confusing.
Jeez. So
Like,
back
sweet,
to
what I get? Get to have your presents twice.
so back, yeah, it's like when you've got your birthday on Stephen's Day or Boxing Day. So yeah, the original one, back in the corner. Yeah, definitely. People who get too affronted. Is that the word? By
Yeah, if they just make the problem your own if someone's slagging off. Yeah, your team, but more to the point, your player.
your player, yeah, individual players.
Individual player.
Teams. I'm like, I can.
You want to defend your team. People have got like a loyalty to the badge.
Yeah,
and they'll want to defend their team. But when you start to defend individual players, like it starts
over
getting
nothing
a
as
little
well.
bit, like,
Yeah,
it starts getting a little bit fucking intrusive.
calm down.
Why don't you
He's not sitting around your place on Sunday having dinner.
Why don't you make him an Instagram page?
All right, here's my last one. This one is like, I don't know if this is one, but we'll see. Muggles drink water when they're drinking so they don't get too drunk. I'm not looking at you on this one. I don't know if you do that.
You know, because I don't, but only because I keep forgetting. It's not about they're not getting too drunk, but have you ever had one of them nights where you down a ton of water before you go to bed and your hangover's like fucking mild in the morning?
Yeah, but before bed, fine. Before bed, that's fine. I'm talking about people who like they'll be in rounds and then like every third drink they'll go, "Oh, give me a pint of water as well."
Oh,
you're like, what are you doing?
Well, they'll replace their drink. They'll not do a little.
No, they'll still have the drink, but they'll have a water as well.
For you.
And they'll be like, "I don't want to get too drunk." And you're like, "No, but then don't drink."
So
don't drink then.
Ducking their own round.
Yeah.
The round comes to them and they get a water for themselves.
€7 off, yeah. No, I'm talking
€7
about people who drink water along with their drinks so that they don't get too drunk. I'm all about, that's fine. Drinking water before you go to bed, fine. That is fine.
Electrolytes and shit, because I never do it, but I always, like, the 1 or 2 times that I have done it.
It's great, yeah.
Where someone's hooked us up.
Yeah.
Like, when I lived with Jimmy McGee, he would always fucking come in no matter what stage of drunk and he'd make some electrolytes.
I'm all about the Diurolite, yeah. The more Diurolite you can drink, the better.
And then you wake up, like, even still, like, you wake up in the afternoon, but you're just like...
Thank God.
Just feel still a little bit tipsy.
Yeah.
It's not even a full-blown hangover.
Exactly.
So I think if you're doing it to maintain your like
sobriety,
yeah.
It's like, why are you out? In fact, more importantly, why am I hanging out with you?
Fuck. Fuck. It's hard to argue that from the position of a total square right now. Such a fucking square right now.
You may as well pay rent. You're going to be in the corner so much.
You and Cody yesterday were fucking discussing that I'm clearly only doing this for the beach in Phuket.
Yeah, 100%.
In Melbourne, you can't wait to see us come off the rails.
You're going to be such a
Hit
mess.
the skids. Do you think I'm going to do the drinking of 3 festivals?
You're going to do, but also you're going to have a water every 4th drink.
Yeah,
keep yourself sober.
I'm going to have a sip of water now between muggle corners.
keep yourself not-muggly. Go on, what's your last one?
Right, this might be a little bit harsh.
Okay.
Because it's just people being sweet.
I already like it.
It's just people being sweet and people being full of love and people coming from all the right place, but a place of pure, unfiltered muggle. Wanky family art. Like a picture of the dad's foot next to the child's foot in black and white. Like Scrabble pieces making out the names of every member of your family.
100%. No, this is straight. I don't even have to.
I
don't have to debate this one. This is up there with Live, Laugh, Love.
Yeah, but like it's great. You love your family and you're obsessing over your family, and it's fucking adorable. But it's so muggly.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. Like like a framed picture of your daughter's footprint.
Yeah.
Muggly.
I mean, I think that's okay in your house, but not on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I mean? If you're outwardly projecting it. But even in the house, it's still muggly. And you know what? One day, I'll probably fucking end up having some muggly family wanky art in my house.
100%.
If I had a family, I'll be so fucking polluted with oxytocins that I just like, oh, my family are the world.
Well,
this is my world in one photo.
They'll have made you happy again, because you're going to be so fucking miserable by then.
Fuck that noise. Just be like, fucking, my son's moved me Tupperware.
I've called my son Mitrovic.
Put your helmet back on. Come for a walk with your dad.
It's my child's first helmet.
This is when I'm 70 and my kid's 30.
So I can agree with that, but with stipulations.
You know,
I think if you're social media posting it, or if you're showing people it on your phone, then that's bullshit.
Do you think in your own home?
In your own home, it's fine.
But like, because what I find muggle about it, even when it's in your own home, you're just like doing someone else's idea of art.
Yeah.
But you're applying it to your.
I think the stipulation is
you're applying it to your child.
I think the stipulation will probably be that parenthood makes you do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neither of us can really comment on it because we don't have kids. Although we know about lads.
Lads with dicks.
Penis problems.
Hashtag penis problems.
Hashtag penis problems. Hashtag feeling blessed.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
That's a shout out to Gary Little.
So on the topic of parenting muggly things, right? So Aaron started, Dan's wife started showing us a video of his daughter playing, and it was just from earlier that day.
Right.
He's like, oh look, Ash is dancing with the music on and everything, right? And she's shown us the video, and I look up from the video, and there's Dolly in front of us dancing with the exact same outfit on as she has in the video, and I look back and I'm like, you might as well just be videoing your daughter and making us look at the phone.
Yeah.
The exact same thing that you're showing us on the phone is happening 3 feet away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, why? Like, what a... Do you not see this the way I see it?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you were actually filming it and you just don't know. Maybe you were in a car crash and you forgot.
Maybe.
So I'm going to say that's in the corner with stipulations, with certain stipulations.
We're wanky family art.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Try what other types of wanky family art?
Because I guess don't you were saying last week your parents have it, right? They've got
they've got a Love Laugh
Life, yeah, with the three of you, right?
Yeah.
Do
Don't listen funny.
you have one?
No, this is this is quite funny, but I don't know how much it would annoy the person if it got back to them.
You've got to say
definitely tell them.
You've got to.
So right, not the Live Laugh Love photo frame.
Yeah.
But as soon as you come in, there's a photo frame on the right with 6 photos in, and it's like just different family members, but like me and Natalie will be in one.
Yeah.
Justine and Gavin will be in one. Justine, Gavin, and because my sister's boyfriend's called Gavin as well as my brother being called Gavin.
No, Gavin, your brother's going out with Justin. Yep.
So, and then a picture of Logan, and then a picture of my mum and dad, but then there's a picture of Gav and his girlfriend, but Gav hasn't got a girlfriend. It's Gav's ex-girlfriend. That's in the photo frame.
Right.
Gav's ex-girlfriend is, they broke up like a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago, maybe? 2.5 years ago, maybe. But they just haven't changed the frame. And no one seems to have noticed it. No one moves on. But what I laugh now is because Gav's ex-girlfriend is now going out with UFC flyweight Paddy Houlihan.
Yeah.
Who's in the same fucking... He was in the UFC. He's a coach now.
Yeah, he's coach with Straight Blast Gym.
He's got his own gym.
Yeah. He coaches Orla, who I think you met, the girl who does the door for me.
Yeah.
He coaches MMA with her.
Does he? And he was in Kavanagh's stable. He's fucking one of Conor McGregor's entourage.
Yep.
She's going out with fucking one of the hardest men in the known universe.
Yep.
And I just walk into my family home where I grew up, my mum and dad's house, and I look and go, there's Paddy Houlihan's bed.
What'll be weirder is if they take Gav out of it and just have her.
Just put Paddy in.
Put Paddy in.
Paddy the Hooligan Houlihan.
Paddy the Hooligan Houlihan in Blythe family homes.
It's fucking hilarious. Though.
Oh my god. Right, let's review them. Muggles wear bike helmets even when they're off their bike.
Yes, I do.
Corner. Muggles don't like folding the corners of pages on books.
Yeah.
Corner fuckers. Muggles drink water when they're drinking so they don't get too drunk.
Oh, that one's debatable. I'll let it creep through.
Straight in. What are you talking about?
It's not a top corner one, is it?
It's a top corner.
It's not a top corner one. People who do generic impressions of where you're from, where I man, calm down, tiddly dee potatoes, put a shrimp in the barbie, put a muggle in the fucking corner.
I should say, when you say tiddly dee potatoes, it's diddly dee potatoes. Even though nobody says it, it's diddly dee.
It's whatever the fuck I want it to be. I'm the one mocking the person mocking you. You know, the person mocking you says diddly dee, but I'm mocking them, so I'm not going to do the same thing, otherwise I'm just them.
You're saying tickly doo.
Spiddly dee.
Spiddly did dog.
Football fans get over-attached to individual players to the point they feel like they need to defend them like their family. Don't do
just go in the
just
corner.
Just you know what, Rich, I'm not that fussed about your health, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Calm down, Mitrovic. Score a goal.
Just the family wank art that you parade around.
Yeah.
You put the stipulation on it if it's in your house?
In the house.
I think that means that there's not many people going in the corner for this one. If you've got it in the house, you're just being a closet muggle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But if you think anybody else cares about the foot against the foot or the printed foot or the clay cast of a hand or any of that,
I've got framed
probably dead wrong.
I've got framed footprints of my foot.
Have you?
every year. 36 pictures.
It's scratch and sniff.
You scratch my balls, then you sniff the picture.
What?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, Kissy Tulips?
What time we on? We time?
We've got good time for the fucking blast with dads.
Let's fucking do it.
Verbally.
Finger blast. Who's going? You going?
So we always love to end on this game where we just take pot shots at each other's dads. Pot shots like this. Andrew Stanley. Your dad stands on the beach waving at sailors.
He does. He used to be a sailor. Your dad pays for things with exact change. Fucking weirdo. Counts it out. Ruins the queue.
And then stands there while the check the catches it. Is that enough?
You know it's enough. You've got a brain.
Your dad puts suntan lotion on his own back with the soles of his feet.
What?
He lies on his front.
Your dad keeps his tie on after work.
Just his tie.
And he's a PE teacher. He wears it with a tracksuit. It's weird.
Your dad picks away the clear layer around a dishwasher tablet, not realising that it's a soluble part of the tablet.
Your dad helps with the collection basket at mass. He's not even Catholic.
Just helpful.
Just helpful.
Your dad makes motorbike Your dad makes motorbike noises all the way through spin class.
Your dad brings an apple to work for his boss.
Gross. Your dad combs his eyebrows, slides the comb into his shirt pocket before confidently strutting up to birds.
That's fair enough. He does. My dad,
like a 90s Italian.
my dad used to carry a gun.
Breath spray.
It's all true. Your dad wears the full Newcastle kit, 2 games, socks and all.
Worries about with yourself.
Okay, he's like, whoa, put me on.
Your dad's bigoted online, and whenever someone corrects his spelling, he plays the victim and says he's dyslexic.
That's fair enough. Your dad's favourite character in Street Fighter is Chun-Li. Spinning bird kick.
You know, there was a bird in Soul Calibur. There was a fitty in Soul Calibur.
Oh, yeah?
On the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
The graphics started getting good. And you could go on this like practice mode where you could just make them do the moves, but you're not playing against anyone.
Yeah.
But then you can pause it and you can like pan around.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I
Don't finish it.
I'll not finish it. She's got a cracking high kick.
Oh, my God.
Cracking high kick. She could kick a 7-foot man in the head, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what's her gooter like?
Fucking pixely.
Pixelated.
Yeah, still got one out. Your dad doesn't wipe his ass because what's the point? He's going to have another shit later.
That's sensible. That's environmentally conscious. Your dad has never kissed a girl open-mouthed.
It's amazing you're his son. Your dad's the bloke who spins the waltzer.
He is. How do you know that?
What?
How do you know that?
He keeps telling us to
He's
scream.
a gypsy. Your dad asks for his pickles on the side of his burger at McDonald's and then puts them on himself.
Puts him on his nipples. Your dad writes the PIN number for his bank card. And, your dad writes the PIN number on his bank card in case he forgets it.
That makes perfect sense.
Danny doesn't do that because he hasn't got enough room for all the numbers.
He has so many numbers.
For
it's
his
a novel.
compliment.
He's got it in a novel that he folds the corner down on. Your dad's favourite song is Incy Wincy Spider.
It's a fucking good jam. Your mum went to Sonic the Hedgehog to a fancy dress party, so your dad bought 2 foxtail butt plugs so he could go as tails.
Tom Hutton. Your dad tries to delay his orgasms while wanking by thinking about you, but it doesn't work and he comes quicker.
He's only human. I mean, see me sick at it at the minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muggins and cream. This brings us up to our conclusion.
Sometimes I wonder when people are listening to these, they must think we're hammered.
Oh, actually not.
And we're never drunk doing these.
We've had a glass of water between every pain.
With a glass of water between every sentence.
So we're going to wrap this up now with a quick plug. I've got 1 week left of Adelaide Festival. Got 1 solo show left on Wednesday. If you are Adelaide bound or you're in Adelaide or you've got friends in Adelaide, do that.
Yep. I'm doing a Glasgow Comedy Festival on Wednesday, this Wednesday the 15th, in the Stand Comedy Club at 9:30 p.m.
And then we both head to Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Not just both of us, but Cream finally gets his friends back. Cream can do a podcast.
I couldn't find anybody to do a podcast.
In New York and Sydney.
I'm only in New York. Why couldn't you find anybody this week? I'm only at my friend's wedding with all my best friends. I still can't get anyone to do it.
So yeah, I'm sure he'll be back at some point when I'm back.
What are you talking about?
Well, when I'm back, he'll be back.
But yeah, we go to Melbourne, and then we're gigging together every day in Melbourne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best of British.
Best of British.
Blood traitor.
Blood traitor. Money.
So, yeah, and also www.kaihumphries.com. Buy my 1 hour special. You're going to enjoy it. It's about how to be happy. Get it while I'm happy.
See ya.
Bye.